What's up, guys? This is Patrick here from Top Tier Gaming, and today I'm here with...
Liov. I've been on the channel a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times. The most quiet man in the world. Today he played Dinosaur at Locals, and he has some nifty little combos for the end of the video. So, anything you want to say?
If you guys are wondering about my record, I got second place. My only loss was to Aaron. Game 3 just lanced the crap out of me, so, you know, it is what it is.
Thank you for self-censor. I appreciate it. Alright, guys. Yeah, with that, let's go ahead and get into that deck profile.
Alright, starting off with the big dinos, we have the 2 conductors and the Pankratops. I see some people taking out Pankratops in the main deck, but it's just a really good card going second. It kind of takes care of 2 cards, so you're not always going to win the dice roll, and even though you can draw it, it's bad, you just want it.
I've also seen sometimes if you hard draw Conductor, you can just special it off of Pill,
Yeah.
and just special Conductor and have
Yeah,
pops.
and I did that a couple times actually, where I, like turn 1, if you know what you're playing against, and like Conductor isn't that useful, you can just summon Pankratops off the Pill. You got the 3 Oviraptor, 3 Menace, no explaining that, Giant Rex.
Have you read it?
And for the little guys, you got the 2 Archosaurs, 3 babies, and a Peacherdon. In my last profile, I was only playing 2 Baby Ceratosaurs, but then I bumped it back up to 3 with the new addition of scrap cards. So I'm playing the 2 Raptors and then the 1 Chimera. I'm not playing the Fridge because it's a brick. I don't want to see that card. And the combo is just as good with only Chimera. You're just not playing the 1 brick.
So do you feel like Dinosaur is like mandatory scrap engine now?
Yeah, if you're not playing the scrap engine, then you're at an inherent disadvantage because the scraps allow you to play through Lancia a lot better. And on to the spells, you got the 3 Lost World, 3 Digs, and 2 Pills. Nothing changed there.
That's some Dino
3
cards.
Prosperity. Just a really good card. Playing Instant Fusion and Call by the Grave. Instant Fusion's for the Millennium Eyes, so you can negate hand traps and whatnot. And if you guys didn't just miss me skipping right over my hand traps, I decided to put these last because there's 8 slots that I'm playing, and you can kind of feel free to intertwine these with any hand traps or cards that you feel like would suit your meta or your locals. But for my locals, it's mainly Tri-Brigade and very few Drytron, so I'm not really worried about that. But these are just really good cards. And I'm not playing like Ash or even Gamma. I guess I'll explain a little bit more later, but the reason why I picked these 8 was because even if you don't draw them in your first turn hand, and they're going first, and you draw one of these for turn, like they're still good, because this is good against Revolt, and then you don't care if you draw these for turn. So that's why I chose these. I took out the Gamma package because I did a lot of testing with the deck after the scrap engine came out, and I noticed that there's like a roughly about a 4 to 5% difference on whether you're gonna brick or not. So I just decided to take that out. And a lot of people know that if they're playing Dino that you're playing Gamma, so they'll know when and when not to activate stuff.
Yeah, so if they just pitch Misk and activate Misk, if you're playing correctly, you're probably not.
Yeah, you're not gonna willingly go into the Gamma.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are playing correctly and assuming that you can't take the risk whenever you're playing it, because you don't want to get Gamma and then you just go like -2.
Oh yeah, and if Dino's Gamma you on your turn, it's like game. It's honestly pretty impossible to win post that.
But drawing driver is never fun.
True.
But a lot of people that I play with on a regular basis at locals is playing and knowing that I play Gamma, so I just felt it was good to take it out because I didn't really care.
Every time I was watching him play today, everyone played like he had Gamma in his deck, and I thought he did too. I didn't say anything about not playing Gamma because I
didn't want to get it used against me.
Yeah.
But it actually worked out really well. There was no point today in which I was like, damn, I wish I had Gamma or Draw Driver.
Yeah.
So I'm going to the extra deck.
Oh, wait, no, you gotta flex those tokens. Don't put them to the side.
Okay, you know. I got all the YCS tokens, but my extra deck sleeves are red. And Nibiru token and Lost World token.
Of course. See, you gotta have the thematic tokens,
Yeah,
guys.
you gotta have the theme tokens, or you're just not doing it right.
If you're not role playing your deck, what are you doing?
So, you don't really need to play Link Rebo, but when your hand's kind of bad, and against certain matchups, Link Rebo actually is really good. So I still play it. And then you got the Scrap Wyvern and the Appaloosa. I can show the combo after the profile on the new Scrap combo. But those are those ones. And then I'm playing Phoenix. This can also be Cerberus or any other link that you feel necessary. Sometimes your hand's not great, and sometimes you want the Secure Gardena, so you can just take the Link Rebo into it.
Just to have a pill.
So you can have the pill non-dino, but it never came up today where I actually wanted it. And Phoenix is just good at getting rid of back row. The Cerberus thing never really happens about like popping a token or whatever. That just never happens.
And as I always say, if your deck can play Phoenix, you should be playing Phoenix. That card is broken. Yeah,
it's a great generic card.
Yep.
And then access for popping a bunch. Because,
cannot respond.
Not being able to respond is really good. But I found myself a couple times kind of utilizing my battle phase to get rid of like Appaloosas and whatnot. And then since you wasted your battle phase, you need to get rid of all of their follow-up plays, and access is just a great thing to go into main phase 2 also. Yeah. Because once you go through your combo, you'll have 3 or 4 attributes in the grave with Link monsters, so you can just pop it for 3 or 4.
Just free removal.
And then we play Dagda. Even though I'm not main decking any artifacts, I do side them. So there's the Tornado and Artifact combo. Yeah. Where you can Scythe or Lancia. And I'll keep that a secret for a little bit. Then we're playing Savage. He's part of the normal combo. And then you got the Millennium Eyes. And then for the rank 4s, you got Dweller, Tornado Dragon, Dugars.
The best.
I did a little bit of testing without Dugars. And I did use him once today to just kill by doubling Tyranno. But the reason that you can play this is because the normal combo, if you draw Scrap Raptor in your hand, it immediately takes out one of the interactions. Because normally you'll end with Appaloosa, Conductor, and like a rank 4 and Savage, or 2 rank 4s. And if you draw the Scrap Raptor, then it kind of eliminates one of the rank 4s or the Savage. But if you can discard the Raptor and then bring it back with Dugars, you can still do the full combo. It's actually kind of crazy. But that didn't come up, but just in case, you're playing Twin Twisters and Dropless to discard the Raptor, so it can come up.
And making Conductor $7,000 and swinging everything.
Yeah, just
it's never bad.
Yeah. And then Tolka and Lagium. And then for the last 2, I will have to also showcase this special little combo, because I'm playing Curious and Griffin. Whoa. And Dino has a inherent disadvantage about Dark Ruler, because there's no main ways you can just avoid it other than just siding Judgment. But actually, since you're playing the Scrap monsters, the Wyvern, any of the Earth Dinosaurs, and the Scrap Wyvern are different types. So you can just take these 3 into Curious and then go into Griffin. But I can show that combo. And on to the side deck, we have 2 Droll. Like I said, it's kind of tailored down to your locals. Our locals doesn't have like many Drytron players right now, so I'm not fearing that matchup too much right now.
Not for long.
Yeah, it's definitely coming.
Yeah, I just picked up my 3rd Diviner today, so I guess look forward to a Drytron list if y'all care about real meta decks. I mean,
wow, my deck's not real.
Oh, Dino is Misk. Wait. Dino fits into miscellaneous. Let's go. Big fun.
Right.
Holy shit, I'm gonna have to adjust those audio levels.
Yeah, for sure. So we're playing 2 Lancia. Like I said, you can do the artifact Dagda combo and set this if you don't want to set the Scythe. It's good against Tri Brigade and Dino, obviously. But, I don't know. With the weird hand trap ratio, I kind of tailored my side deck to side in 5 going second and then siding 6 in going first. So it's just, it was all mental math as far as what siding in and out. It's not like just playing 3 of everything.
Yeah.
Kind of like actually calculated. You got the Scythe for that combo. 3 Dark Ruler for the Drytrons and Dragon Links mirror match.
Big combo decks.
And then back row removal, got Twin Twisters, Harpy, and Red Reboot. I'm sorry to the player, Ashton, who got ultra sacked by this today.
I was sitting next to it and I was disgusted.
Red Reboot for games, not fun.
Yep.
And then to go along with the Curious and Griffin combo, we have Imperial Order, Royal Decree, and Summon Limit. Royal Decree is kind of a weird one. This can definitely be the 3rd Droll or the 3rd Lancia if you want it to be. But there's a couple Eldritch decks in my locals.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know your previous...
hard draw the 1 of. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I played incorrectly and still won, but you know, it'd be like that.
Royal Decree is good against traps, and that spells. And then, usually what I'll do whenever I'm going first is I'll side either, like, these 2 against, like, a spell-heavy deck, and then these 2 against a trap-heavy deck. Maybe not even this against Eldritch, but...
Yeah.
And then for the last one, it's, you know, kind of weird to think about whenever you're just looking at it at face value. It's terraforming. So you may be wondering, why is this not in the main or just not here in general? Well, you know, game 1, I don't want to get drolled, and this just plays into it. But game 2 and 3, you know that they're going to side Lancia for you. So you have to have every single card you can to access the Lost World, so you can still play a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's weird to see it in the side, but it's definitely such a good card to side deck, because you either need to main deck it or you need to side it.
Yeah. And, having four fossil. What's it called?
Lost World.
Lost World. I always forget what it's called. I always want to call it Fossil World or something like that. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So I just didn't want to get hit by Droll. That's the only reason why it's not in the main deck. And then the 40 card list that I made was actually pretty consistent. And like I said, you can swap these 8 for any hand traps you want to, if you want to put 2 3-ofs or whatever. But against mainly Tri Brigade, this is a good little hand trap lineup.
Bell actually just dumpsters them.
Yeah. Alright, so I can only assume that you guys know, if you're looking up a Dino profile, the normal, any of the 2 dinosaur cards that you need. So it's Misk Baby, Ovi Misk, Ovi Baby, Arc Baby, and then Lost World's kind of also a card, but...
And Fossil Dig, but that Fossil Dig is any of these.
Yeah, Fossil Dig's any of these anyway.
Yep.
So to start off the combo, you're going to pitch the Misk, and then special the Arc Sword by banishing. I don't know if this is in frame.
Yeah.
Right there. It's not too much, but then you pop the baby to add the pill, activate the baby, especially the Oviraptor. And Oviraptor is going to add that. Since you have normal, you're going to normal summon the baby. Yep. And use the Oviraptor effect to pop, and especially the other one. And then since that baby is popped, you're going to special the Scrap Raptor. You can just go right into Wyvern instead of making the Link Revo, but I just like doing that, just so I have another non-dinosaur in graveyard.
Yeah, to banish from
and
pill
plus,
in case you get
and plus, if you're playing against decks that give you tokens, you can just tribute the token off while this is in the graveyard. So it kind of does come up sometimes. And you link those 2 off into the Wyvern. You're going to use Wyvern's effect to special the Raptor, and then resolving its effect, pop the Raptor. And then on a different chain link 1 Wyvern, chain link 2 Raptor to add the Chimera, and then special the Wyvern, and then Wyvern resolving its effect is going to pop the Baby Ceratosaurus.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Especially the Petite or another baby, doesn't matter. And then to get the extra normal, you gotta activate the Raptor's effect to pop this, and that one's going to special the Giant Rex. And then using your extra normal, you're going to summon the Chimera, and special back the Raptor in your graveyard. And you can take these into the Appaloosa for 2,400 attack.
Or for 3 counters for those that.
Yep. But it doesn't gain counters.
Yeah, for the.
I am a judge, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I have to be legitimate. I can't mislead you.
You know what I mean.
She doesn't get counters. She
gains 800 times 3, and which is usually symbolized by a die with 3 on it.
Yeah. So you're gonna synchro the Giant Rex and the Scrap Raptor into Boral Sword, or Boral Savage, right? And then you can equip the Wyvern to him. Change around a little bit. Activate the pill, banishing the Wyvern and the Giant Rex to get your Conductor. And Giant Rex is going to special. And you can overlay these for any rank, but usually you go into Dweller just because in case they do have Dark Roller or Droplets, at least you have one thing going for you.
And Dweller's fantastic versus pretty much everything in meta right now.
Yeah.
Poops on Dino, poops on Drytron, poops on...
Yeah, Dark Roller is the only reason this deck would ever lose to anything. And that's why the next combo is going to show you exactly how to play around Dark Roller. So with the Curious and Griffin combo, it still takes the 2 same Dino cards. So in this example, we're going to discard Misk and then banish the Misk to special the Arcsaur and pop the baby. And add the pill. And special Ograptor. Add your baby. Normal summon. And use Ograptor's effect to pop special the other baby. And then baby's going to special the Raptor. And then we're going to put the Lynx Kribo there. And then this time we're actually going to take the Oviraptor and the Scrap Raptor and go to the Wyvern. And then Wyvern effect, special, pop. And then Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2 to add Wyvern and special. And then pop the baby with the Wyvern effect.
Yep. Special
is the other baby. And Raptor effect for a second normal. Special the Giant Rex. And here's your extra normal summon for the Chimera. Special.
Special with the Raptor from Grave.
Yep. And then this time around, we're going to take the Beast, the Dragon, and the Dinosaur. Go with this, the Raptor. Into the Curious. And you're going to send your Imperial Order.
Or Decree or Summon Limit, depending on what you
decide.
Or Summon
Limit, Decree, because sometimes you draw them, and then you get to have the second one.
Get to have both of them.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a frame or not.
Yeah,
it's
weird.
Fine. Okay. It's fine. So then we're going to take the Giant Rex and the Curious, go into the Griffin. You do need to discard. I forgot to have a discard, but...
this is a 2-card combo, so you should have a discard for it.
So you have a discard for that. And then you're going to set the Imperial Order.
Griffin effects.
Yep, and then you'll actually draw because it's co-linked to the Kribo.
Yeah, so you actually don't go neg on it.
Yep. And then you're going to activate the pill, banishing the Giant Rex and Chimera.
Because Chimera has the least utility in Grave, so that's the one that you want to get rid of first.
Special the Conductor and the Giant Rex. And then you can go into any rank 4. I think most of the time I go for a Logia. Just so it can negate spells, or not spells because you have that order, but you can negate summons or whatever. Especially against any deck that you know is playing Zeus.
Oh yeah.
You want to negate their summon, so it's just good. But you can go any rank 4 with that. And then obviously for their turn, you have the Imperial Order and a skill drain for special summon monsters.
Yep.
And the book and the negate.
And a Solemn Warning on legs. Pretty good for a 2-card combo, I'd say.
Yeah, for not having any additional cards and guaranteeing that you're gonna not have to worry about the Dark Ruler. Pretty good.
2.5 card combo.
Oh yeah, you need the discard.
Yeah, just one discard. Which again, it's basically a 2-card combo because you're starting with 5. So I'd say that's pretty good for 2.5.
Yeah. All right. So one thing I forgot to mention. Also, on top of doing this combo, I just took it back off the before you activate Double Evo pill. Sometimes if you know Imperial Order is good, or like any of the cards that you can side for whatever deck you're playing, but you know the skill drain isn't that good, another thing that you could do on top of just this normal combo alone is you can take the Griffin and the Link Revo and go into the Dagda. And then you can activate the pill and then chain the Dagda to set the Scythe.
Or Lancia, depending on what you think you need.
Or Lancia, depending on the matchup, obviously.
Yep.
And instead of making like a Dalka or Lagio, you go into the Tornado Dragon. And then on their stand phase, you're going to pop the... Thanks. You're going to pop the Scythe and then extra deck lock them out and have the order. So it's just another little thing you can do if you don't want to have the Griffin and the Link Revo on board.
Because I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there are definitely some decks where Griffin doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there's definitely decks that can play around the Griffin and not really care.
Yeah.
But they can't play through not having an extra deck or a spell. So this is just another little part of the combo that you can definitely do.
Alright, yeah. Alright, guys. This has been Scrap Dinos? I don't even want to call it that. It just feels like Dino with some more stuff.
It's still Dino, but more stupid now.
Yeah, and now a 2-card ends on Griffin Imperial Order, Lagia Conductor. Cool. Controversial takes on Dino. Don't ban Misk. Put both babies to 1.
Yeah, the babies need limited to make this deck actually fair without banning Misk.
Yeah, without banning Misk, that is actually like the big brain dodge the problem.
On top of limiting Fossil Big, because that needs to happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, baby limited would actually significantly decrease the power of this deck.
Yeah.
As weird as it may seem.
Yeah, it looks goofy seeing like Petite and Baby Sarasaurus at 1, but we've actually been discussing this for a long time because we have a lot of Dino players at our locals, so I personally end up butt mad a lot, just complaining about it, and we had to brainstorm it out. Konami, we have 2,000 and like 200 subs. Listen to us. Thanks, guys. I don't know if I had anything to fill in there. All right, guys. If you enjoyed the profile, make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell. I have to shill it every time now. It really does help us. Join our Discord. We have a section called Med Deck where if you post your deck list, we can give you some pointers here and there. We're not going to do full, breakdowns on your deck, but we'll give you some like tips on ratios and stuff like that. Follow us on Twitter. It's not really popping right now because we're still, getting it started. But thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Oh yeah, wait. Special thanks to Levi for doing this.
Yeah, no problem.
Look at this beautiful boy.
That's cool.
Look at him. Look.
Just go on there?
Yep.
Alright, so for the big guys, we got the two
You want to
conductors.
restart?
The big